Welcome to another conversation off the clock. Hi, I'm Carmina Constantino Torres, and this is Casey After Hours.
Pag alam mong kaya mo, kailangan ibenta mo yung sarili mo or mapapag-iwanan ka or lalagpasan ka. May worth pala ako. Parang may kaya pala, may pwede pala akong gawin. May papasok. Parang, teka, mas matagal pa ako dito Bakit nandun na siya? Insecurity ko yan na hindi ako nakapag-college. It was the hardest decision I made sa career ko. Pupuntahan ko siya. Pagod si ate. Tapos iiyakan ko siya. It wasn't a bad marriage, actually. It wasn't even a bad breakup. So, minsan natatakot ako, Lord, ba't naman ganito kagandang buhay ko? Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah.
Pero baka may biglang, may dadating ba?
Gabi-gabi, napapanood siya sa telebisyon, nagbabalita, nagbibigay ng impormasyon. She's been a familiar face on our screens for years now, a steady presence. But here's the thing, behind the scenes, she is too, to family, to friends. Kaya naman tumagal na ng dekada ang aming pagkakaibigan, kahit na magkaiba na ang aming tahanan. Isang kapatid na tunay. Joining us today, Cheryl Cosim. Cheryl Cosim finally in the podcast.
I know.
Ano ba yung nervous laughter na yan?
Oo. It is.
Alam mo, kanina, I was preparing for this, and I was thinking, ang hirap nito, mahirap pag marami akong alam. First of all, I mean, we've known each other for quite a while. Parang halos sabay tayong nagsimula. So you're entering your, more than 30 years already? Or almost 30 years?
Almost. 3 decades na tayo.
Grabe ka. Tagal mo na pala dito. Bata pa lang pinapanood na kita eh.
Nabasta
Bata
mo
pa
na
lang
ba ako sa'yo?
I started 96.
Oh, pareho tayo.
So
exactly.
pareho nga.
Naalala
So
mo ba
pareho
yung una nating meeting? Do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember that?
Parang ayoko.
We were in a party. Maliit na gathering sa 3rd floor.
Okay.
3rd floor. You remember that for 3rd floor
ako
sa
ngayon yung
ABS?
kinakabahan. Oo.
Remember
And
that?
then,
Tapos lumapit ka sa akin.
oh my gosh.
And then,
Wait, before she continues, I just have to say, kung nag-cut, kung nag-jump, yung audio, ibig sabihin pina-edit out ko to. What did I say?
hi! Sabi ko ganun. Hello. Mahihiyain ako noon. Sabi ko, uy, may lumapit. Ayan, may isa akong additional friend. Pero alam na, kilala, I mean,
Because
syempre
of
magkakakilala
Gage.
na tayo.
Yeah.
Pero hindi pa yung formally.
Correct.
Of course, we know each other po sa loob. Sabi niya, totoo ba?
Oh my God.
Kayo?
Sinabi ko.
Oo.
Ni ano?
Oo.
Oh, tapos?
Ngumiti lang ako sa'yo. Tapos lumapit ako kay Gage. Sabi ko, yung unang tinanong sa akin ni Carmina. Carmina ang tawag ko kay Carmina. Sabi, payaan mo. Tapos nagmarka na sa akin doon si Casey. Sabi ko, hindi ko makakalimutan to.
Si Gage po kasi, Gage is one of her best friends who also happens to be one of my best friends. So, bonded na kami forever ni Yeng. I call her Yeng. Well, that's your
Yes.
nickname naman talaga. Kasi totoo naman, di ba?
Totoo. Alin?
Yun.
Oo naman.
Pero bakit tinago? Tinago ba? Or you weren't public about it? I-google nyo na lang kung sino pinag-uusapan namin.
Wala lang. Hindi naging public.
Oo.
It's not something that I really wanted na itago. Bata ka nun di ba? I was only on my early 20s.
I
We were in
know.
our early 20s. Wala lang. Siguro siya.
Ayaw niya.
Oo. Never. Oo.
So how are you guys now when
Life.
you see each other?
Or
you
know
haven't?
what? Kailan lang. Nagkita lang kami kasi I had to do a story with him.
Okay.
It was an exclusive. Pag ikaw ay isang journalist, yung pagiging awkward ng sitwasyon more than doon kumpara doon sa storya na gagawin mo, mangunguna yung gusto mong storya because it's an exclusive.
Yeah. Oo. Na-mention mo kanina Yang na, when you're a journalist, you're forced to look at things differently, di ba? May pagbabalanse na nangyayari dyan. But as we said a while ago, almost 30 years na tayo dito. Iniisip mo ba na tatagal ka ng ganito katagal?
Hindi.
Was there ever a time
This was not even my dream. You know, I don't like writing. I don't like reading. When I was still in high school, I love math. I'd rather solve a math problem than read a book. Ganun ako. Kasi pag magbabasa ako, inaantok ako talaga. Talagang pampatulog ko. And I got in. I was on vacation and I saw sa TV that ABS-CBN needed reporters, newscaster. It was for Studio 23.
You were living in the States then, tama? And then you were
Tapos
here for a vacation. Oo.
Medyo matagal ako. Kasi nga, sabi lang ng dad ko noon, mahirap kayong dalhin dito. Kung gusto nyo umuwi ng Pilipinas to visit your mom and your brother, mag-save kayo ng sarili nyong pambili ng ticket. So I would work. Work ako noon. First job ko sa McDonald's. Sisave ko yun para makabili ng ticket. And then, medyo matagal yung bakasyon. Sabi ko, subukan ko nga. Para lang makita yung newsroom.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Yeah.
So I tried. I auditioned. And then, now yung HR, sabi niya, hindi ka college graduate. Sabi ko, it says on my resume. High school lang po natapos ko. Tapos, ito na, lumabas ang pagka-negosyante ko. Negotiate. Sabi ko, you must have seen something in me. Sabi ko, can you let me go on with the training? And then, kung hindi po talaga pumasa, then let me go. Pero sayang naman po kasi I made it not to the top.
At this point, you were how old already?
I was already 21.
21. And for you to be advocating for yourself at that time was unheard of during our days, di ba? Hindi mo, usually we were at the mercy of the rules, the process.
Yes. Na
diba?
parang, talaga po, okay po, gaganon na lang tayo, diba?
Yung talagang susunod ka na lang. But what was it in your upbringing or in your thinking that made it easy for you to advocate for yourself and say, hindi, kunin niyo ko?
Maybe because at an early age, 16, I started working already. And then, siguro yung exposure ko living in the US for a while, na hindi ka pwedeng
Hindi pwede.
susunod-sunod ka lang. Kailangan, you have to be a little assertive. Pag alam mong kaya mo, kailangan ibenta mo yung sarili mo or mapapag-iwanan ka or lalagpasan ka. So, in a way, yun yung natutunan ko. And parang na-excite na kasi ako that I got in. So, sabi ko, and
Ngayon pa ba?
And meron din personal something. Kasi parang may mundo before that. May mundo ako. Siya lang yung mundo ko.
Okay.
And then this time, parang, para sa sarili ko to.
Oo.
So parang sabi ko, hindi na.
Kasi nga,
ito na
naging kayo even before you entered.
And I said, naku, meron pala. Parang, may worth pala ako. Parang, may kaya pala, may pwede pala akong gawin. So
And
yun.
para hindi ka makilala bilang girlfriend lang ni. Di ba? May ganun bang drive?
Hindi naman din ako kilalang girlfriend niya eh.
Hindi, tama nga naman.
That time.
Yeah.
But But because wala kang ibang ginagawa.
Yeah.
So yun lang ang mundo mo. So ito, parang oo nga, parang it's time. It's time that I see my worth or my worth pala ako. So part of that, yung drive ko.
And you've always been, since the time that I met you, you've always been solutions-based. Parati kang may solusyon eh. Pag may problema, hindi problema yan sa'yo. Kasi hahanapan mo ng paraan, haharapan mo ng solusyon. Was there ever a time throughout these 30 years, almost 30 years in the newsroom, that a solution was parang so far-fetched, so far away that made you want to quit the business, made you want to quit and exit the newsroom forever?
Wala. Kasi, pero, may point na I wanted, not really quit news, but I just felt like, naalala ko noon, I was crying to my husband then, John, na parang hindi na ako nag-grow. Umabot sa point din na parang hindi na ako nalagpasan na ako nila. Tapos, di ba, normal yun sa industriya natin, may papasok. Parang, teka, mas matagal pa ako dito Bakit nandun na siya? Meron ba akong hindi ginagawa? Or baka, siguro mas matalino sila or mas magaling sila talaga?
And the
May
newsroom
ganun
has, the newsroom can be so ugly that way.
Yes.
That it will really, yung parang dudukutin lahat ng insecurities mo, tapos ipapaikot habang yung kamay niya nasa loob ng dibdib mo. May ganun And if
Make
you're
you-
not strong enough.
Oo. Make you question yung kakayanan mo. Parang, mas magagaling sila. Insecurity ko yan na hindi ako nakapag-college. Na I don't have any background sa journalism. Sabi ko, siguro nga mas dapat sila nandun. Pero, na-appreciate ko yung opportunity na, kasi I was doing breaking news. So sabi ko, maybe I'll keep Salamat Doc weekends and do something else ng Monday to Friday. Kasi breaking it will eat your time.
Yeah.
Pero yung 8 hours mo nandun ka, pero 3 beses ka lang i-ere. Pero hindi ka pwedeng mawala
Hindi
kasi for
pwede.
any breaking.
Correct.
Pero hindi rin ako non-reporter sa ABS. So sabi ko, yun yung plano ko. And then you know what? That was like around October. December, I got a call from TV5, from Miss Lucci. Sabi niya, sabi niya, I wanted to talk to you. I'd like to offer you something, but don't say no. Sabi niya, just think about it. Pero maingay na 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 in-acquire na nga ni Sir MVP ang
Yeah.
TV5. Kinabahan ako, kinabog talaga yung puso ko. Parang na-excite ako in a way na napansin nila ako. Pero kinabahan ako. I called Kabayan. VP Kabayan. Si Kabayan nun. Kasi partner ko siya sa isang radio show.
Correct.
Sabi ko, Kabayan, nakakuha ako ng call. Sabi ko, sabi niya, pakinggan mo lang. Meet up with them. You don't have to commit. Pakinggan mo. Okay po. Sige po. So I met up with them. It was Sir RCE, our president, and then Ma'am Lucci and Sir Bob. Sabi ko, mga boss na to. And talagang secret yung meeting, talagang sarado yung restaurant. Kami lang ang tao. And then, I got excited.
Yeah.
But it was the hardest decision I made sa career ko. And I said na I had to go to Our Lady of Manawag first for the final decision because 13 years sa ABS. That was
Yeah.
hard.
But also, Yang, this was the first time that you got this excited after a long while.
Na parang,
Iba na yung tibok ng puso mo Iba na yung the validation, maybe?
yes, and yung offer na you'll be our primetime
Yeah.
anchor. Kailan pa ako aabot doon? Diba? Sa dami. Sa dami. Sabi ko, I had to pray. I had to talk to my family. I had to talk to friends. Siyempre, hati. Kasi yung loyalty natin sa ABS, talagang iba rin. And I'm forever grateful. Doon ako nagsimula, doon ko nakuha yung training ko. I remember the first award that I received, talaga I had to mention ABS because yun yung foundation ko Kung ano man ako ngayon, malaking parte dyan ang ABS-CBN. Ba't pa ako naluluha?
Naiiyak.
It was not an easy ride too. Kasi hindi madali.
Pero pag may mga ganyan, Yang, di ba? Parang you knew you were deciding for yourself and you knew it was, pinagdasal mo na And you knew you were making the right decision but somehow may guilt pa rin yan kahit papano. How did you deal with that guilt? Because some, at that point, saw you as leaving the home that helped mold you. And dala-dala mo yun. Nagkaroon ba ng ganon na nag-guilty ka rin? At how did you deal with that guilt, if there was any?
More than the guilt, yung namimiss mo. Kasi during the time talagang number 1 ng ABS. And then I took the risk. And honestly, parang wala naman ako alam sa mga ganitong desisyon. Ang talagang nagpalipat sa akin is yung opportunity and it's MVP. It's her MVP. So, kasi ilang beses na rin naman na-launch ang TV5, di ba? Mag-iisip ka din parang, well, anong this time?
How will it be different this time?
This
Yeah,
time, kung
yeah.
magwo-work talaga. Yung pagmamahal at saka yung miss doon sa mga kasama mo sa trabaho. Kasi ako naman, hindi ko naman nakikita yung mga superior, mga boss natin noon eh. Hindi ko naman nakikita sila Sir Gabby, hindi ko naman nakakasalamuha yan. But it's the people that I worked with sa newsroom, hanggang sa guards, sa maintenance, lahat yun, more than yun. Pero hanggang ngayon, part of me,
Bakit ka naiiyak yan? What's bringing the tears? I mean, nandito naman kami.
totoo.
Magkakasama naman tayo. I mean, I think that says a lot, right? That says a lot that you've been away for 16 years and yet the friendship has remained.
Yeah.
And these
And
are
I'm grateful, buti na lang, matitino yung mga kaibigan ko. Kasi yung iba, pag naghiwalay na kayo, parang,
Yun na yan.
mas masakit siguro kung parang hindi ka nag-matter sa kanila. Pero ngayon parang, when I still see them, when I get to visit, or I see them sa daan, or sa mall, or sa they remember you, and then they remember the things that you've shared together.
I was gonna get into that. It's more, when your name is spoken in the newsroom up to this day, isa lang ang sinasabi nila, yan si Ma'am Yeng, napakabuting tao. And I think it's more than, you sharing moments is an understatement, but I've known you for a while, and it's not just moments that you share with us, with people, it's your heart. You're just so giving and so present. Kaya may nangangailangan kaya wala. Bakit ganun na lang ang kalaki ang puso ni Cheryl Cosing?
Sino ba naman taong gustong humingi ng tulong? Gusto mo, siyempre, pride mo yun, diba? Na kaya mo. So, pag may humingi ng tulong, talagang, ang sa akin, nangangailangan talaga. And who am I to say no kung kaya ko? Kasi ang sad lang na may mga taong, alam mong kaya mo, but you opted to say no. But I think, yun yung point, paano ba? Yun yung point ni God eh. Parang, kaya kita binlessed to share your blessings. So, hindi mabigat, Casey. Parang, pag kaya. Minsan nga napapagalitan ako. Not to, I don't know, baka ma-misinterpret nila. Pag di ba minsan medyo bigay ka ng bigay, or even sa family ko, parang sige lang kasi wala akong anak. Sabi ko, anong gagawin ko dun sa naipon ko or sa na-earn ko? Sa inyo naman yan lahat. May sobra ka. So, para kanino ba yan? Hindi naman yan para sa akin. Pag nawala naman ako dito, ano mangyayari dyan? So, enjoy nyo na lang. Or, ibigay dun sa nangangailangan. Lalo na nung pandemic case, mas lalo akong, dun ko nakita. Kasi, yung trabaho natin, nagtuloy-tuloy. Diba? Yung ang daming nawalan ng trabaho. I'd go to work every day. I would drive every day. Walang tao sa kalsada. Tapos makikita mo, after couple of weeks or 3 weeks, nagkakaroon ng tao sa kalsada because namamalipos na sila. Regardless of the status. Dating professional, namamalimos. Kasi wala na. The more that I felt and na-appreciate ko yung blessing na ako may trabaho, hindi naputol yung sweldo ko. Na I got hit by COVID twice. I was okay. So that time, parang the more na kung makakatulong ka, ba't mo ipagdadamot?
There's one person in your life na nandyan ka parate sa tabi niya. Pero kahit anong tulong, kahit anong ibigay mo, he never, you know that he will stay the same. And that's your brother Emil. The love that you have for Emil, and yung hindi lang basta commitment, hindi lang pagmamahal, pero mas malalim yung pag-aruga mo sa kanya. And you never did show this to the public before. I mean, maybe only your closest friends knew. But when was it that you decided to show Emil to the public and share with the public that the love that you have between the two of you? Kasi nagulat na lang kami one day, 'di ba? Pinakita mo si Emil. Pinakita mo si Emil.
The reason why also I stayed, green card holder ako eh. I had to give it up because dalawa lang. I'd stay there. Alam ko maiwan yung kapatid ko and my mom also. We bonded. Noon, uwi ako kasi he used to stay with my lola in Hagonoy, Bulacan. Every weekend, I would drive there. Dalan siya ng diaper, yung kanyang food, and ano. Nung namatay my lolo and my lola, dinala ko na siya sa Manila. And yung exposure ko sa Salamat Doc also, na maraming ganong situation. And doon sa mga ibang nakikita ko is for them, may mga pagkakataon na burden sa kanila. Sa akin kasi, they're blessing eh. I mean, hindi naman din nila ginustong maging ganon sila. Pero, may rason kung bakit sa'yo binigay yan ni Lord. So, sabi ko, maybe in a way, I could inspire. I mean, I would show them, but not kung paano ko alagaan si Emil, paano kami sa bahay,
Yung
may
good
privacy
morning
pa
nyo
rin.
lang eh.
Yun
yung
lang.
pag good morning nyo lang sa isa't isa.
Na malaking bagay. Parang, yung mga, and nakakatuwa kasi may mga nagme-message na, may ganyan din po akong anak. Namimiss ko po yung ganyang anak ko. Ganon. Para din siguro maisip nila to make them feel na they are blessings. Blessings sila sa buhay natin. They're not burdens. Yes, hindi madali, Casey, mag-alaga. Kailangan mo, I feel for the parents, for the mothers especially, because 24/7 mo aalagaan, hindi mo sila pwedeng iwan mag-isa.
And Emil, is he younger or older? Remind me again.
He's the youngest.
Yeah.
He's the only boy and he's the youngest, but he's now 44. He's 44.
So, you were already maybe 10 years old, a little over 10 years old when he was born.
Yeah.
Did you understand?
9 months pa lang ganun. 9 months siya na nagkaganon.
Oh.
Nagkaroon siya ng infection sa brain.
And did you understand as a little girl what was happening?
No. But we were exposed kasi by our parents and reminded by lolo and lola na kapatid nyo yan, mahalin nyo. He could be different, pero kapatid nyo yan. Hindi nawala. Never kasi din namin naramdaman na narahirapan sila or burden sila. So parang just embrace him. Angel. Laging, yun yung pagpapalaki sa amin nun. Or angel natin si Emil.
At saka ang saya-saya mo pagkasama mo
Yes.
siya.
At saka lagi siya nakangiti. Alam mo, Casey,
Parang nawawala yung problema
when I was
mo.
starting, so kami lang, diba? Kami. Kasi most of my family members nasa ibang bansa.
Yeah.
Pagpagod ako sa office or may mga nangyari sa office or you're down, gusto mo lang umiyak, pupuntahan ko siya. Pagod si ate. Tapos iiyakan ko siya. And then, pupuntahan ko lang siya. And then, tititigan lang niya ako sa mata. And then I would feel, it's okay. Everything's okay. I'm here. Ganun siya. Kasi, hindi man siya nakakapagsalita. But, pag tinignan ka niya sa mata, mararamdaman mo na mahal ka niya. Or kahit na first time ka niya makikita, pag sinabi mo, hi Emil, nakatitig lang siya sa mata mo na as if like he's saying na, hi.
Yeah. In your personal life, you've gone through a lot as well. When you had your failed marriage. You didn't want it to happen that way, di ba? Paano mo ba nalagpasan yung katapusan nung relationship mo noon with John?
It wasn't a bad marriage, actually. It wasn't even a bad breakup.
That's what I was trying.
It
That was
wasn't.
what I was trying to figure out. Because I think we were in this. My husband and I were in the States when you got
Yeah.
married, and then we met him na lang nung tapos na, and then
Oo.
you broke up. Pero magaan. Pwede pala yun.
Siguro for few months, of course, kailangan namin parang hindi namin naintindihan pareho. Ano ba nangyayari? Nandun kami sa ganong, walang third party, nothing. Siguro we grew apart lang. And hindi kami magkita, hindi kami magkasabay. And then, we gave each other space and time. And okay na ulit. It wasn't easy. May mga awkward moments. Pero naintindihan din na ng family ko and na he's part of the family and he'll always be part of the family. And now, para kaming magkapatid. Para kaming BFF.
Yun na nga.
Oo, naging ganun.
Because now, you're very happy
Yeah.
in your relationship with Direk Avel.
Yes.
Ang tagal nyo na din.
Oh, yeah. Oo.
Ilan na- 8
years?
Oh, yeah, I
Yung
was
mga
gonna say,
ganun na rin.
magti 10 years na
Oo,
kayo
mga
eh.
ganon.
And yet, John is still there. And in family gatherings, both of them are there.
Yes.
Paano mo nagawa yun? Na there's no awkwardness?
May adjustment time.
May adjustment.
I'm sure
Oo.
then with Avel, and I'm thankful to him, na naintindihan niya. Chill lang yan eh. Siguro, sabi nyo nga, hindi ko po pinagyayabang. Alam ko mabait akong tao, pero may mas mabait pala sa akin.
Hindi totoo. Hindi totoo. Kasi there was one
Napakabait
time,
na tao
there was
si
one time
Abel.
and lahat tayo nandun, diba? Ng mga girls. Tapos si Direk nandun lang. Ang gulo-gulo na natin. Pero siya tahimik lang doon.
Very, napakamabuting tao. I'm sure may mga awkward moments sa kanya. Hindi rin siya comfortable. May mga pagkakataon siguro na nag-iisip siya na ano ba to? Kaya ko ba to?
Oo. Kasi nakakalalaki din yun siguro at one point.
Yes, but I've always been honest that his family and he'll always be family. And nasa sa'yo yung decision I would respect. Mahal niya lang siguro ako talaga.
Yun na nga yung sasabihin
Ganun lang
ko
siguro
eh.
yung
Talagang
hawak
mahal
ko.
ka eh. Anong
Na
magagawa
na-appreciate
mo?
ko yun. Pero wala naman akong binibigay na rason para maging issue yung relationship. And natutuwa ako. They hang out together. Sometimes I'm not there. They just hang out as good friends.
Sasabi mo ba, Yeng, that at this point in your life, you have learned to love yourself?
Yes. I think that reached when I was on my mid-40s. Kasi may mga times din na naaabuso ka rin. Teka muna, balansehin natin. Pero kailangan mo rin. Kasi ikaw maapektuhan. Yung pagkatao mo. If you don't love yourself, if you don't give time for yourself, lagi mo na lang iisipin lahat yung iba. Hindi naman nawala sa akin yon. Binalanse ko lang. Binigyan ko ng panahon yung sarili ko.
But you've been through so much. I mean, hello, kakaumpisa pa lang natin a few minutes ago. Ang dami na natin na pag-usapan. Ang dami mo nang iniyak. Ang dami mo na kasing pinagdaanan. But how does a woman like you experiencing all these things not get lost in all of these things? Kasi pwede kang napariwara. Pwede kang nagwalo. Pwede kang I don't know.
God and family. I have strong ties with my family. Regardless, may kagagahan ka man, hindi man sila sang-ayon doon sa mga desisyon, they're always there. They never judged me. They guided me. may mga bubulong, may mga ano, pero at the end of the day, it's your decision. But we're here, parang lagi nilang ipapaalala sa'yo na, ganito yan at saka ganito. So, pili ka. Magdesisyon ka. Pag ganitong desisyon mo, pag ganito. At the end of the day, prayers also. I'm grateful that Avel was very supportive. My family is very supportive. But at the end of the day, si God. And then I learned na I would start na lang my day listening to worship songs para makalma ako. Kasi pag ikaw lang mag-isa, pag isasarilinin mo yon, na I used to be like that, na kahit na may problema, kaya ko yan. Pero hindi nila alam, nag-struggle ka na inside, na parang, shoot, paano ko nga ba susolusyonan to? Pero yung, pinapakita mo is, kaya ko to.
Because you've always been that way.
Oh.
You're a take charge kind of girl.
Oo, na hindi pala, dapat.
So ngayon, pag hindi mo kaya, sinasabi mo?
Kaya ko pa rin, pero ini-involve ko na sila.
Oo.
Paano natin to susolusyonan? Hindi ko na lang siya sasarilinin na sasabihin ko, kaya natin to, pero tulungan mo ako paano natin susolusyonan. Baka may mas maganda kang solusyon or mas may aayos kang solusyon.
Pero yung pagka-take charge mo na yon, you say it's upbringing and all that, no? Hindi lang po yan sa, and I've seen this and I know this, and it's so inspiring. Kasi hindi lang po siya ganyan sa pamilya, sa kaibigan din po. Ibang klase po si Yeng. Talagang, siguro ako pwede kong iwan yung pamilya ko sa, alam mo yun, na I won't worry. Diba? But why is it that you take that to heart? Why is it that when it comes to your friends and your family, you will go all out, no questions asked? Anong kailangan mo, di mo pa hinihingi, ibibigay ko sa'yo?
Treasure ko kayo So, ba't di ko kayo alagaan? Diba? Mahal ko kayo. So, ganun lang.
At this point in your life, I mean, you have Avel, you have your family, you have your career that's flourishing, you have Emil, who's always been there. The joy and the happiness that you have every day now, how would you describe it? Like every single day, saan ka kumukuha? Or paano mo hinaharness? Saan mo hinaharness yung joy and happiness in your life?
Casey, sometimes I question God, deserve ko ba to? Napakabuti niyo po sa akin. Bakit? Minsan may takot ako. Na parang, napakaganda ng buhay ko. Yes, hindi perfect. May mga challenges, but nothing that I can't handle. So, blessing pa rin yun. Kasi di ba may mga ibang tao na talagang parang, ano ba? Bakit ba ganyan yung pinagdadaanan? Yeah. So, minsan natatakot ako, Lord, ba't naman ganito kagandang buhay ko? Not that I'm complaining. Yeah. Pero baka may biglang, may dadating ba na something? Sometimes nagiging paranoid na ako because it's just too much.
But have you learned to accept?
Yes. And I have accepted it, and more than, may paminsan-minsan pa rin ako na, Lord, grabe ka naman. Ito na naman, sobra na naman tong blessing na to. Thank you po. Pero alam ko na reminder na yon to always be a blessing to someone else. That's the reason why you are blessed. I'm blessing you. Sana, yung mga tao ngayon, not to forget to be compassionate and to be kind.
I think you've figured it out that, the blessings that have been coming your way are no longer just for you. And you're paying it forward.
Yeah.
And just by being with us today, you're blessing us with your presence as well. Maraming salamat.
Kahit na ayun na.
Pasensya na.
Di ako nakapag-retouch. Sabi ko pa naman, maintain ko yung kagandahan. Kasi alam niyo po si Casey, very poised yan.
Hindi na.
Sabi ko, ako yung
hindi.
Rascal.
Hindi,
So talagang kahit na tumatawa na siya, ganun pa rin siya, may poise.
Hindi totoo. Bawal ba magsinungaling? Hindi
totoo lahat talaga, Casey.
No, but today I want to really just take this moment and celebrate you, the goodness in your heart, your massive heart. The love that you share to your family, your friends. We are blessed because we have you in our lives. So thank you, and thank you for sharing your time with us, even for just a few minutes. Once again, I know that you don't do this often at all. Thank you for trusting us.
Thank you, Casey. Thank
Cheryl
you. I had
Cosim in the
fun.
podcast.
Thank you.
Umiyak na naman
Ano
siya.
nga kaya nga?
And that's it for another episode of Casey After Hours. You know the drill. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.
Bigadit ka na tissue.
Thank you,
Ganyan po.
Bakit bang iyakin mo?
Aywan ko, hindi ko alam. Sorry po.